they might get that push, and then they gonna start following people, and then the people gonna be like, well, damn, see, this is why we don't ever give nobody a chance for, because then look how they did us. Like, we sitting here back to square one, niggas still sitting at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it be over like backbiting and shit though, like, you know what I'm saying? But that be on each person. But like I said, it comes down to a lot about support. But shit, motherfuckers gotta spend that money though. Everywhere else they spending that money.
On behalf of Akuno Sanko for Bay, you know what I'm saying? Jay, where you at? We trying to help our people elevate. Hope. HOPE. We giving them hope. We doing what we gotta do, you know. Every day, one step at a time, man. We gonna make it happen. Helping our people elevate. Yeah. Sometimes I practice focus, thought, and meditate. I'm trying to come with other ways to help our people elevate. And seeking knowledge make me levitate. The lifted mental state is what results from how we orchestrate. This for the family's sake. Let's self-reflect and self-evaluate. And every day, make sure the steps you take, you calculate. Receive a master's fate. I know I can't exist without the hate, but that's okay. I balance that with higher self today. Success is on this way, and after that, my flesh can pass away.
All right, family. Let's welcome A3ThaGritKing. For those who don't know, can you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about who you are and where you're from.
Yeah, man. You know, A3ThaGritKing, one of the most popping artists in Tulsa, Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? I really be going crazy. I do a lot of different things. I'm a performing artist. I make custom clothes. I have a clothing line. I do a lot of stuff out here. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. A3ThaGritKing.
All right, indeed. So, before we get too deep into, you know what I'm saying, the build. All right, so you recently became a father. I want to congratulate you for that. How has fatherhood changed your perspective on life and your music career?
Oh, man, that's a crazy question. You want to know what's crazy is? Honestly, at first, I still wasn't really fazed by it, to be honest. I'm like, man, I don't get what people talking about, like, what's the big whoop? You just had, like, a kid, like, nothing really changed. But then, like, at the time, you know, you take care of him and all that, you nurture for him and all that type of stuff. You know, I started kind of catching a little feeling like, oh, yeah, that's my little guy. Like, I got to bring him up. And, you know what I'm saying, really just started kind of, because I took care of, like, a lot of my brothers. I took care of all my brothers and stuff. I got 6 brothers, you know what I'm saying? It was 7 of us in total. So I didn't take care of all of them, you know, changing diapers, everything, you know, overseeing them over the years. So, like, when it finally came time to me, I wasn't really, I'm like, I've been doing this. It's, like, regular stuff to me, you feel me? So, it took a while to change my perspective, knowing that, you know, all the stuff I had been through. So I had to slow down because I was still, I'd say, like, in the streets and shit, you know what I'm saying? And I was still doing certain stuff that wasn't, you know, in favor of, like, me having a child and having a future and stuff like that. So a lot of it took just kind of time and actually seeing him and being with him, you know what I'm saying? It kind of just kind of grew on me, and I kind of started just developing, like, yeah, I got to stay out the way. I got to make sure I do certain things. Like, I kind of even kind of distance myself from hanging around certain people or putting myself in certain situations, not because I'm any less, you know what I'm saying, real or any less of a gangster, quote unquote, whatever you want to call it. But I think about, I got to make sure this little boy right here has a good future. You know what I'm saying? I was ripped of certain stuff like that, you know, real young. So I appreciate the fact that now I get the chance to be able to write that, be able to fix that generational curse. So it kind of took some time, but it's a process though. But I feel like I'm really just kind of dedicated into building, you know, teaching him and educating him, but being able to give him generational wealth in some form or fashion. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that's really been big to me as I became a parent, like being able just to hand him over all. It's not that he ain't gonna have to work for stuff, but just to hand him over, like, here, you never gonna have to go through, you know, the things I went to. You should never go through any of the stuff. So, you know, that's kind of my take on it.
Indeed, that's how I feel about my daughter. So what inspired you to start rapping, and who were some of your biggest influences growing
up? Well, really what inspired me rapping was I genuinely love music. I love a lot of old school music, like a lot of 90s, 80s. Like, I even like gospel music, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like old school R&B and stuff like that too, early 2000s, like all of that stuff, you know, all the way up. I've been like a huge fan of all that shit and the sounds and just the creativity and everything. But when you come into the modern day where we stand out right now, I'd honestly say really my biggest influence when it comes to making the music and the sounds and being able to hit like all the different types of feelings you feel as a person and all of that different stuff, I say Young Boy is my inspiration in a certain way for a certain thing. But I don't really like to say like necessarily something inspiring me because I'm still doing it in my own way, you know what I'm saying? But it gives me more motivation, you know what I'm saying, to push myself and my creativity levels when I be listening to his music or I listen to somebody like Kevin Gates. Even though I kind of feel like some of his stuff right now I kind of be sounding whatever, but he still, you know what I'm saying, he has a fire catalog though, you know what I'm saying? You can go back and really listen to them real songs he has. But even like a person like Drake or something like that, just with the singing and being such on topic with music and certain stuff like that and popularity and different things or whatever, it just kind of showed me like, damn, if them people can do it, there's a chance I could probably do that and be just successful, or shit, might just, you know, make some good music in the end. So I feel like that's kind of where my motivation, I say, probably come from early in, because like I said, I've been a big fan of music, like all the way down to the early 2000s, like I said, all the way to the 80s. So, and before that.
Now, you named a lot of 2000 artists. You didn't name, you know what I mean? Give us some older artists that you listen to.
Yeah, well, I listen to stuff like Jodeci, shit, what else? Genuine, shit, the list go on. Mary J. Blige, shit, Aaliyah, shit, I listen to like some Ja Rule, shit, who else am I listen? Well, it's hella shit. What is that shit called? X-rated. Oh, man, the list goes on. Like, you know what I'm saying? I that's just give you an idea of some of the stuff I be listening to. But I listen to a lot of R&B music, though, like old school stuff. Like even R. Kelly, Avant is one of my favorite R&B artists. Lil Corey, you know what I'm saying? Like shit, the Isley Brothers. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely very versatile when it comes to the music. Like I know my music. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if it's not something I know, shit, I'm definitely willing to hear it out.
Indeed. What is the meaning behind the name A3ThaGritKing?
Well, it's more okay. Well, the A3 stands for ambition and consistency. That's just me as a person. Like, it's like actually me as a person, and like I'm the third too. Ironically, I'm the third. But yeah, like it's more like about who I am as a person, because I'm very ambitious and I'm very consistent. Like, you know what I'm saying, in my push with my ambition, and those things together are like really strong. Like you can't really, you know what I'm saying, you can't really fuck with somebody just got really the drive and all of that shit to really just keep pushing, no matter if it's good, bad, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is in between, a motherfucker's still gonna push through and strive. And a lot of people can't do that. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why it looked like a certain way, like, or whatever, when you just look at it, but it like has a real meaning behind it, and it's actually deep, because it's like who I actually am as a person, what I stand for, how I carry myself by moral base, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you get into the part where you have the Grit King part. That was actually kind of put on to me as a story behind that over some Vapor Maxes or whatever. When a homie was trying to sell some Vapor Maxes and I was Connors and shit. And shout out Wilbo, free him, you know what I'm saying? Free that nigga Slap. But yeah, this nigga was trying to sell these shoes. And basically, he was like, I'll give you 150 for them. I said, hell no, I'll come back with 400 for them bitches, right? Or like 500 or some shit. He was like, hell no, you ain't gonna be able to get that much for them shoes. What? I went and got the money, brought it back. Cuz split the money with me. He never got them shoes. When I seen him, I said, yeah, did you hear I sold the shoes? He's like, yeah, I heard you sold the shoes. Yeah. I was like, yeah, exactly, nigga. So then from like, and it was already kind of being said, like, yes, nigga, the Great King, like, they was saying it. And then when that happened, it just kind of became a part of my name, and I just started saying like A3ThaGritKing, because they called me the Grit King when I was at Connors. Like they would call me the Grit King type shit on AC. That's what they called me. So like, you know, it became like a part of me, like ambition and consistency, and I'm like a real gritter, like saying it. Like, so that's the story of how I got the Grit King part on my name. It had to do with some shoes.
Okay, indeed. What's my next question? Can you describe your sound and style compared to other artists in Tulsa?
I honestly, okay, see, this is where I came to the conclusion. And shout out Easy and you know, Muff Gang and all my guys over there and all that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else. Um, I work with Easy. He does all my music. You know what I'm saying? He does all my music and stuff like that for me. And a big thing for me has been is like basically making sure that I sound how I be wanting to sound. I don't want to sound like nobody else, nothing like that. Because see, I have this thing kind of about me. I guess like I be listening to like a different part of the beat than most people. Like you know what I'm saying? They listen to. I listen to like different parts of the beat when I listen to it. So when I be doing music, sometimes I be writing to the beat. I don't be like actually like flowing to the beat. So then I gotta go lay it down. I gotta figure out, but I know how I want my song to sound before I ever record it. Like I already have the whole sound. So then it just be about creating these sounds. And like early on, a lot of people used to be like, oh, he rap off beat or this or that or whatever. But they was kind of missing the concept. And now a lot of people caught up with like, nah, I just gotta listen to what you're saying. Like you're not actually, you're like really telling me some shit. I can listen, but I can't really just, you know what I'm saying, just kind of dozy through the song with no mind. Like you're gonna catch my attention with some bars or something. But I don't rap like nobody else. I really don't just do like the EBK flows and none of that. I wouldn't even say I do much like West Coast stuff, like I said in general, outside just the EBK stuff like that or whatever. But like I don't really do like the like swag rap or none of that shit. Like I be really rapping like I came up for the era of if you gonna say some shit, you gotta say that shit, and the people that you know, I guess you can say I'm appealing to, they want to hear that real shit, and I got that motherfucking real shit, so I'm gonna tell that real shit. I'm not gonna come half stepping. I'm not gonna try to make myself sound some type of different way because this dude sound this way or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be completely unique. And bro always be telling me like, you got a different sound. People don't actually sound like you. He be even telling people like, nah, he don't A3 don't rap like everybody. He don't even like, you know what I'm saying? He's got his own real sound. A lot of people can't say they have their own sound, all the music their sound. Most people who be making music be sounding like somebody else you've heard. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And a lot I don't ever get like I get comparisons and stuff, but like I don't get compared to like, oh yeah, you sound like this person, so we gonna put you in this ain't no category. I make music, I'm an artist. So like kind of got off on a tangent on there, but like yeah, I would say that I have like a different sound than everybody from Tulsa because I don't rap like everybody else. I don't rap about what everybody else rap about. I rap about real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you hear me talking about that shit in one way or another, I probably lived that through at one point in my 25 years of life. I probably lived that shit somewhere down the way. You feel me? Whether that's right or wrong, you know how to did that. I'm never going to talk about something that I've never been involved in. I don't have no.
Can you walk us through your creative process? How do you write, record, and develop your music?
Okay, well, I'll do it in 3 steps. Like, first step will be like I go through and I listen to beats, but I'm real specific about the beats I like. Like I have to hear like I said when I on my other question that you just asked, I listen to like a different part of the beat than most people do. Mm-hmm. So what I listen for like is a good bass line that, you know what I'm saying, has like flow. Like I be looking for certain stuff or whatever and kind of has like possibly a melody to it or something. But something when you get in that chord though, you could probably go slip up on something or you could knock something to it. You feel me? Like no in betweens, like give all of it in one. So depending if I'm making some R&B shit or whatever, I'm making some street shit, I'm gonna sit through and go through a lot of beats before I ever actually pick the beat. I might download 5 beats or whatever, however I do them, and then I might never use none of them beats, and then I might go back a year later and then finally use it because then I caught the vibe. You feel me? I go off of vibe when I record, and it's the energy. So if the energy lines up, that means the energy is gonna line up for when y'all listen to it. Just as soon as it comes on, y'all are gonna feel that. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I kind of learned when I go to pick my beats. Like I really go for like something that's a vibe, something you can feel, like something that's gonna catch you, it's gonna move you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make you feel something. Even if my words I said didn't, I got you because the beat, and you gonna listen to it again, and then you gonna hear something on there that I said that's gonna really catch your attention. Boom, now you hooked. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like kind of a deep process on the beat part, and then when you get to the second part of it is writing. You know what I'm saying? I could actually write music physically on paper, or I could jot it down in notes and I can freestyle. So when I'm writing, it's a kind of a combination. Sometimes I'll sit there and I'll freestyle to the beat a little bit. Some beats are easier to flow to; it's more natural. But then some beats you gotta kind of think. You gotta build your hook. Another thing is, I learned how to count my bars. I had a lot of people over the years trying to teach me how to count bars. But nobody was able to teach me until I started fucking with Easy. So shout out Easy. He really done helped me develop my style. I can't never take credibility away from a person that deserves their credibility, because that's the type of person I am. You know what I'm saying? I give credit where it's due, no matter what it is, good times, bad times. I don't care. You get your credibility that you earn, nothing more, nothing less. So he really has helped me develop my sound. Like, he would tell me, like, I can see, he still be telling me this now. I'd be literally making sure I don't do this, so he can't say, like, yeah, I see where you stopped and then restarted again. Like, him being, the person that telling him, you can tell where the flaws in my music is. So when he points them out to me, like, I be kind of big on trying to fix it. So now I'll be really I count my bars. Before, I just be writing or whatever, and then just chop it at the point where probably could be a hook or something, you know what I'm saying? Or it's just a straight song all the way through. No hook, I just am rapping, you know what I'm saying? So I was doing that, with just writing straight through full songs or whatever it is, and then just kind of record them, and then they'll just have the sound. But now I structure a hook, I structure a chorus, and I structure 2 verses, if not 3 verses, full verses, 16s or more. I'm doing full verses each time I do them. So, like, I just called bro asking, hey, what's the lowest amount of bars I could use for my hook? Damn, I thought it was 5. He tells me it's 4. I'm sitting here, I got these 5 bars. When I wrote it, I was like, yeah, I need 5 bars. That's the lowest amount. Man, he tell me it's 4 bars, but that 5th bar I couldn't get rid of. It was hot 5th bar. So then I had to write it and make it 8. So then, like, me, I'm kind of still learning how you properly write. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody writes a certain way, but with writing, though, when you're putting words together, you know what I'm saying? You're putting words together to make them sound good. So sometimes you might have to change words around. So sometimes I spend a lot of time just writing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm working on like 4 songs right now. And I'm still working on the final verses on the last verse for each of those songs right now. And I got like 3, 4 more I just started in another club, so I just started. So, like, sometimes, like, you get that writer's block. So then you sitting there, you kind of going through, like I said, you'll be finna vibes, boom, boom. And then I'll be blocked. So then I can't make no music. So then you come back to what bro said. I can see where you stopped and you left off and then picked it up and started rapping again, right? So now that I've started to work on that, music be a lot more simpler for me to make once I learned how to do it, because shit was complicated, because I'm like, damn, I ain't got enough bars or this or that. So now I focus on all the way completely putting structure on each verse, you know what I'm saying, and everything, and making sure like everything flows correctly. No words don't sound out of place, like they may not belong there, or maybe I could say this word different or word it different, laid out. Like, I've took a lot more time into the craft, the way I present myself on the beat, you know what I'm saying? So that, and then on the delivery part, I be in the studio. Sometimes it takes me a lot of takes, low key. Sometimes I'll be in that motherfucker, do hella takes, like 20, 30 takes I'll take or some bullshit. Because I keep messing up. Like, I'll be having one part that I'll sit here and say all this shit right. And then I said this one part, I want to redo it because, like, how I talk. So you don't really ever always think about how you talk is going to sound a certain way. Like, so some words, I don't pronounce them correctly. To me, I feel like, I guess, you know what I'm saying? So then whenever I say some words on the beat, I be trying to say that motherfucker right the whole time. Like, I'm saying it over and over and over, trying to say it with the correct cadence that I believe that it was in. And you have to say it at the right pitch all the way through the whole song. You got to keep the same pitch, and you got to keep the flow or whatever it is. So you have to keep the same momentum the whole time. Whether you even feel that same momentum or not, you got to still keep it to carry, the song without. So, it really be like sometimes, like the last couple songs I recorded them motherfuckers pretty quickly. But it all, like I said, it all just depends on how fresh it's in my mind or whatever it is, because I'll be working on a lot of music, you know what I'm saying? I'm performing artist, I do like a lot, so I have to have new music constantly. But yeah, it's a fun process though. A lot of time, we'll spend a lot of time in the studio. Sometimes I spend 8, 9, 10, 12 hours at the studio, 15 hours. Sometimes I go over there 2 or 3 in the afternoon, or 1 o'clock in the afternoon, be over there until 5 in the morning or something. You feel me? Like, so, and maybe not all that time I'm recording, but some way, somehow I'm doing music in some form of fashion or something pertaining to it. So I spend a lot of time in the studio because that keeps me out the streets too. That was a big thing for me that kind of, like I said, got me out of the streets in our past interview, you know what I'm saying, was putting that time into my music and taking it serious.
Are you currently, well, you said it, and you kind of answered the question already, but I'm going to go ahead and ask it because it's in my questions. Are you currently working on any new music? And can you tell us about any upcoming projects or collaborations?
Yeah. I'll give y'all a good one. I'll give y'all a good one first, just to start out. So y'all listen. Look, I got this Phil Sosa verse coming. You know what I'm saying? Got a little feature with him and shit. It's called Mr. Make a Play. That shit gonna hit. It won't probably come out until the music video comes, but it will come up on my upcoming club project. That's funny. Club project that I have releasing soon. Um, it's supposed to come out within in the next couple months. What month are we in? February right now. Probably like May. It'll probably come out on May or in May. That's probably when it'll come out. When the weather starts changing up, we start getting back to performing and stuff. I'll probably drop the album. And that is my official. That's gonna be my official debut album. There'll be no skips. I promise. I'm not gonna put it out until it's no. It has to be no skips. The whole project, like, it has to be something you can just fluently listen to, like. And then, you know what I'm saying, it needs to be something that's fluent. It has to be something that sticks. So it's important. This is an important project that I'm about to put out. And the next project I have will be an R&B project. This is gonna be a little different. It's gonna be kind of like R&B, kind of rap. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna have some stuff where I'm singing, and I even have a breakout single on this project called "Hold It Down," featuring Easy and Suave. Now, this isn't just gonna be any single. There's gonna be a big push behind this song. A lot of people really love this song by me already, and if you've ever seen me perform, you possibly might have heard it, or if you've been to a spot where Easy at, he's probably played "Hold It Down." Um, and it's a really big song. It's like one of them, like, it's really one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? It's a hit song, to be honest. Like, I'll try to, like I said, try to keep it a little humble, but it's a hit song. You feel me? So gonna put the proper stuff behind that, and got the proper stuff already behind the scenes, on that or whatever. So I already have released two of the songs, because it's gonna have like 8 songs on it or whatever. So I already released 2 of them to give people a good taste of how I'm coming. That's Ain't Got Time, featuring me and Easy, and I have Face Card, just me. Those are 2 really good songs to check out. Those are fresh drops within the last month. I just dropped those within this last month that we just came out of December. So you got them. All right, this last month, January.
I
That's
was about to
funny.
say, yeah, I was thinking in my head. I
Look,
was
that's
thinking, but
funny.
yeah.
Yeah, so I've just dropped those. Those are like to give y'all something to know how the album's coming, basically. Them are the like the throw out there's or shit like that to start it out. And then yeah, so basically y'all will get this R&B project that will be called Vivid Picture. And it's gonna probably have about 5 songs on it, maybe 6 songs. You know what I'm saying? Just enough to clarify that a proper album. It'll be an official album by me too, and there won't be no skips on that either. There won't be no skips. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get those no skip hit backs and all that. So we got that. And I have another song for that called Freaky Thoughts. I've actually previewed the cover art for that. That's another song that's on there. Then you got the actual song Vivid Picture, the intro song, and then you have Hold It Down, and then you have Freaky Thoughts, and I got like a couple other ones I'm working on. I even got a couple samples that'll probably be on that project that I've got locked in or whatever. So like I said, about 5, 6 songs on that project, and then another project I have is I'm debating on the name or whatever it is, but I have another street project coming or whatever. It'll either end up being Driller City Killer Hype 2, because I still have to do another. I did a Driller City Killer Hype 1. Y'all can go check that out. That's on my YouTube page. Not all that music is out on my official streaming platforms. Only, I think, what is it? I think Hardline or something like that is like the only songs from that project that made it. I think, I ain't gonna lie, I think that's the only one that made it to streaming. So y'all can check that out, and the rest of the projects on YouTube. But or it'll be the Marshall Street Baby Tape, which basically is about my upbringing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a vivid picture of how my life has been and what it was like when I was younger and what I went through, and how my parents was, and about who raised me, and who were the people, you know what I'm saying, that made sure I was straight, you know what I'm saying, and throughout my life. And even like I said, all the shit with my parents and stuff like that, a lot of turmoil within my parents and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So within all that type of stuff will be within that project. And it's going to be on some like turn up shit that's going to be aggressive, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be that, you know what I'm saying, that I be having. Like I got one of them projects out that's got Die for My Respect, Came a Long Way, Never Gonna Change, Art of War. I always forget that one. That music video's finna drop too. That's finna come out. And then yeah, that's pretty much that though. But I have some songs for that already ready. But that won't come out until these next two projects come out. But I for sure have y'all 3 albums ready to go. And then there'll probably be some singles in between them. But yeah, y'all have a lot of good music coming though. Is we'd already kind of already stated.
Indeed. What's your thoughts on the Tulsa rap scene? Do you think did we get the recognition we deserve?
Um, Man, this be like such a conversation with like a lot of people, and there's like a lot of opinions I be seeing, but a lot of it I feel like look at like this. Oklahoma in general is known for certain things like football and like it's college basketball and football and all that type of stuff, right?
Black Wall
And
Street.
and then you have the country singers like that, like my grandma on my mama's side and all that stuff, and my grandpa, they was friends with all them people like Toby Keith and all that stuff, Brooks and Dunn. And so I even think I got like when I was real young, so I even think I got some pictures with like Brooks and Dunn and Toby Keith. Being completely honest with you, just have to go through grandma's house and find this shit. But like Oklahoma's known for some stuff like either probably some like bull riding and things like that, but they haven't really produced. Like there is some artists like Gap Band, like we can name off some artists or whatever, some older artists from back in the day, but like honestly there haven't been nobody outside of the big feature. I feel like June got, you know what I'm saying, and there's been some other people that probably had some music, but they like kind of caught public eye, I guess you could say, like to the mass in a certain sense that they could all kind of feel that wasn't probably the like it was too game banged out or it was distant or it just sounded whack or they was missing this or that. Like it was just something that kind of came together that fit to the masses basically. So like I haven't really seen too many people so far that's appealing to the masses. That's why I feel like I have a good chance, because the way people cling to me, good or bad, like you know what I'm saying, like they just something about it, they cling to me. But basically I kind of feel like motherfuckers gonna have to spend that money, bro. Motherfuckers thinking they just gonna blow up. Like you gotta do certain things. Honestly, I hate to say it like that, but shit, them niggas that's really getting motion ain't getting all that motion just because they got some motion. Unless they already had somebody who was popping, they was connected to and got them locked in properly. You feel me? Other than that, the most regular motherfuckers probably got hard music ain't probably never gonna get heard just because of branding and maybe life issues or whatever that may be. So I feel like a huge problem we have is people being lazy, like people being lazy and not pushing the music. Like everywhere else they pushing that music, you know what I'm saying? They working together. They setting that tone, you feel me? Like Atlanta, everybody work. Even people come down here that I be here and they be like, it's way different than this, bro. Everybody be fucking everybody like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they be probably shit going on, but like motherfuckers still on some let's come together. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's build something together. Let's make something big. We can get some money. A lot of people don't be looking at it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hearing you say that, it made me think. So what you, it's like you saying we don't support each other.
Yeah, we don't support each other, and then like whenever somebody do, they might get that push, and then they gonna start following people, and then the people gonna be like, well, damn, see, this is why we don't ever give nobody a chance for, because then look how they did us. Like we sitting here back to square one, niggas still sitting at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it be over like backbiting and shit though. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that be on each person. But like I said, it comes down to a lot about support. But shit, motherfuckers gotta spend that money though. Everywhere else they spending that money. You gotta spend that money on promotion, bro. You gotta shoot for big platforms. Like you gotta make moves. Somebody might have to save money, whatever it is, but you gotta make the moves. And a lot of people ain't. I know some people making moves though, that's getting good pushes, and probably didn't, that the labels on the line and all that. But motherfuckers gotta keep going. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers gotta keep going. I just feel like Oklahoma. I'm not talking about just Tulsa. I'm talking about Oklahoma. Period. Got a problem of not working together, and then not really putting that money up. You know what I'm saying? Not really putting that money up, because when you see we got somebody, niggas supposed to come together like we gotta make sure, bro, blow. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes more, sometimes come out, stuff like that. But whenever we sitting there in the dough, we get in the dough. Now everything different. You know what I'm saying? Like everything different once we get in the dough, but we can't get off with in the dough proper.
Another thing I want to ask you. Well, let's get into it. I see the hoodie, so let's talk about the clothing brand TGS. What does it stand for, and what inspired you to start it?
The game simple. That's what it stands for right there. A lot of times I just be wearing the actual TGS. Um, and personally to me, how this came along, we was young, you know what I'm saying? When I was like 16, 15, 16, like I said, I was heavily in the streets and shit like that. But I wanted to start a clothing line. But I had to come up with a name, you feel me? And basically shit. I had like this it was like I came up with the TG. I was like, man, that TG sounds hard. Like that shit sound hard. I was like something with TG in it or whatever, right? So boom, I I had this dog named Tibby. So I was like, okay, well shit, it could maybe stand for Tibby or something. Like fuck it. Now I gotta figure out what the S is supposed to mean. So then I came up with some shit for the oh wait, no, I had to figure out what the G, my bad. I had to think about what the G was gonna mean. So then I was like, gang, boom, boom, boom. Okay, and then I was like, well, fuck all that shit. I was like, fuck all that. I was like, man, what's something I always say? And you know what I always used to catch myself saying in a lot of situations I was in dealing with people? I'd be like, because you know, you've either heard, everybody's probably heard the saying, you got to charge that shit to the game.
Yep.
And then be like, you know, that's how that shit goes. Simple. Or you say something usually like was simple at the end whenever you use those contexts, right? So it kind of became like when I thought about it, I was like, damn. I was like, I was like, game simple. I was like, game simple, right? And then I was like, well, that shit don't. I was like, what the? I gotta put this T on here. Keep in mind. Now I came with some other shit or whatever because I was going through the S words that I could think of. So then, boom, I end up coming back with the fuck it. The T will stand for the. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, fuck it, just be the. Like, I'll just say fuck it, and that'll go to be. So then it became the game simple. But the meaning behind it is basically it's like it's life choices. Like, let's say we'll use this. I'll do this in the simplest analogy. This is probably a simple analogy. Like, basically, okay, let's say I rob you, right? And then I double back and get robbed. Well, you know, yeah, that's kind of part of the game. So, you know, it's simple. Like, you got to think about it. Sometimes you got to look at it like, well, hey, that's how the game goes. You end up saying stuff like that. Motherfucker might say something like, bro, you know how the game goes, bro. Like, da-da-da. So then I just put it in the context, and it just kind of became like, I always would say, like, you know, shit, that's how the game goes, or, you know what I'm saying, that's part of the game, da-da-da-da-da. And so then instead of that, I'd always say, you know, it's the game simple. You know what I'm saying? And so then it became like a saying within my people and everything, and then, you know, it became bigger than that. I wanted to put it on clothes and stuff. So then down the line, some years, I ended up actually doing it. And this is when I came home and stuff. I actually started doing it or whatever. And to me, the whole time after all that point, like it became like a lifestyle. Once I put it all down and I figured out what it was supposed to mean, it became a lifestyle. Like it became what my squad was called and everything. So like it became a way of life to me because I started looking at it like each choice you make has like a repercussion behind it, whether it's good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be like, let's say you spend your whole life working to be a brain surgeon, right? And you know that you potentially, well, you know that people's lives are in your hands whenever you're working on them, right? So anything is to happen and they're to die on the table at your hand, right? You're gonna feel responsible, but you want to know what you did though? You signed up for that. You signed up for that as you know what I'm saying, is what your life would be. It's just like if you grow up a killer or whatever, you know you're probably destined either being dead or in jail. So you basically just accept simplifying your actions into the part. Okay, it's a part of the way I live. You know what I'm saying? So then it just kind of became like I don't know. It kind of came real deep. Like I ain't gonna get into all the other shit of what it was, but like this is the the prohibited version.
All right. All right. So my next question: what makes TGS stand out from other clothing brands?
It's a way of life, like I said in the whole other thing when I went off on my tangent. Yeah, it's a way of life. Like it has a meaning anybody can get with. It don't matter about race, religion, nothing. You can get with what the meaning is. And I feel like a lot of people's stuff, like they promote certain stuff or whatever, like skulls and like just different stuff or whatever, or different brands, like certain brands that don't benefit our people, I guess you could say, you know what I'm saying, like within our community, like price wise and all that stuff. But I feel like it's just different because of what it stands for. And then, like, I don't know, people who are stand up are gonna relate to what it is, so they gonna represent that because it's something that's what they stand by. You feel me? It's like it's like some fuck the fake, keep the real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how the fuck I'm fucked up, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. Like, it's some shit
Yeah.
like that though. I said that shit backwards is hell. I love that shit. That backwards is hell. But like yeah, it's basically like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, like people I see have some cool shit or whatever, but like a lot of people, what I be seeing the people is they not making it themselves. So that means you giving somebody else your money to make it, which that's not wrong. That's not
Mm-hmm.
wrong. But shit, hey, I ain't putting on no skirt and go hitting no corner.
Right.
So, I'm gonna need all that profit, everything that comes in. I need every dollar, every penny, you know what I'm saying, every quarter. I need all of it. So, with that being in my head, if you're gonna have a brand, you should be receiving everything from your brand.
Not facts.
You know what I'm saying? So like my brand is different because I receive everything from the brand. I make all the clothes, or my team helps me make all the clothes. You know what I'm saying? I have proper bags, all these different things. They come with like stickers on them, and I might even have stickers and flyers. I put them with discount codes and all types of different other stuff. Well, I don't know what everybody else does, but that's the type of business I like to do because I am my brand. Like I said, the brand is being stand up. So when you buy something from me, I want it to be special to you. So I want you to feel like you a part of this. Like, oh, he gave me all this little stuff, gave me a little flyer, running it down to me what it meant, and you know what I'm saying, so forth, stuff like that. So you can really know what you're wearing. A lot of people, like, we wear designer clothes or whatever. Then in all reality, they don't even support our communities or nothing about us or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, and they really don't give a fuck about us, and they don't even make shit within an appeal of our crowd because they look at us like we're quote unquote broke or
Mm-hmm.
whatever it may be. So,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, it comes back to it's going back. One thing is going back in your community, and it's something positive, and it's black owned. You know what I'm saying? Um, and just the message. I think that message is the most important part because when you talk about people's life, if you apply certain stuff like that to your life and in the way you carry yourself, you avoid a lot of things because then you start thinking about like, damn, is that the choice? You know what I'm saying? Is that the you know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to have to face or whatever it is, like, because everything is really a choice. Sometimes people get stuff put in stuff by not by choice, but a lot of times by choice. You feel me? So I said it's a lifestyle thing, and I'm just hot, so I ain't gonna ramble.
What is your what is your long term goals for TGS? Do you see it expanding beyond clothing?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I already do stuff outside of just making clothes already. Honestly, we do like cups. We do what is it like I said, stickers. We do decals. What else do we do? Like I did like some covers, pillowcases, hats. I'm even looking to come out with some weed trays, a limited edition amount of weed trays, you know what I'm saying, or just whatever use you find with it, tobacco, however. But basically trays and stuff like that. Um, that you can buy with the game, simple, and have like a little nice picture on them and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of different things. I either want to get like soon here in the next few years. I plan on getting like a building situation or whatever, finding some land in like probably like North Tulsa or something. That's probably the most common place. With me being black, at least I can get land from there. You know what I'm saying? Not saying anybody can't get land, but you know what I'm saying. Get land out there and not too far or whatever in, but get it. You know what I'm saying? Build me up a nice little shop or whatever within my community or whatever. But at the same time, where I'm still, because I'm gonna have multiple places, because I be all around town. So I want like headquarters and different stuff. I have a lot of family out there that will work within the business and do certain things or whatever. So I want to have headquarters in a few different places because I can really run everything just from my home. I'm gonna be completely honest with you with the way the business is set. Because I have a company too. So um I really am focused on like expanding and like getting like legitimized and building like long-term income, but like assets off of the
Mm-hmm.
name too, like vehicles, you know what I'm saying, be able to fund it all. I don't want to have to pay, like I know in the beginning you pay, but I want it to all be self-sufficiently running. And I've been working on a lot of stuff behind the scenes to like basically where soon everything's gonna be work vehicles, you know what I'm saying? Uh Business with an under LLC was like, you know, a shop and everything. Like a lot of different things are in the work for where, you know, this is going. And this isn't even with the next 5 years, it's in the next couple years. So in the next 5 years, I look to it, like I said, to be riding around in the game simple truck, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Like more in the long term side of it, you know, maybe even have a game simple boat, you know what I'm saying, trucking company or something. So I plan on just using that as a gateway to a lot of other things that still keep it about the same thing because it's about growth.
How has music and entrepreneurship helped you stay focused and push forward?
Shoot, honestly, music's help me keep myself out a lot of bullshit. I ain't gonna like a lot of different stuff. Like I said, I used to be on or whatever. As I started doing music and I kind of started seeing like, damn, this shit might work or something. You know what I'm saying? Like shit might actually shake for me. I might be one of the ones, you know, to make it, which I believe I will. Not taking that off myself, but I started seeing the difference. Like when I started changing how I was doing stuff, you know what I'm saying? Which everybody's supposed to do that. Like you're not supposed to say things. You can keep the same, I guess you can kind of keep the same moral set and everything, but you're still supposed to grow and elevate in thinking. You know what I'm saying? You can still keep the same morals, but they need to, of course, you know, be something that's positive towards your future. You know what I'm saying? And what you surround yourself by. And I started looking at a lot about what I was around and everything and how I was living and who I was living around and all that stuff. It kind of made me more rather just spend time doing music. And I started, I'm like, damn, I already went through all this damn shit or whatever. Like, I should just kick it over here. I should just do this music, or I should just hang out and just really write these songs or whatever, right? Or I should just go over here and kick it at the stoop. It was a lot of just like giving me something to do. You know, the music did. Um, so it helped me in that way, and it helped me be able to start the game simple. Like that had a lot to do with why the game simple got started. Is the entrepreneur side of, you know, wanting to build business and wanting to learn business and being young and, you know, not really coming up with much money and all that stuff. You know, I looked at it as a way to get my foot into the door of really getting into being a businessman. And like I've been hustling everything all my life. I'll talk you out your shoes and your crib and your car. I'll talk you out it all. Hey, you handed it all right over to me. I didn't take nothing. You gave it to me, everything. But like I looked at like, shoot, why? Because this was what it did. This is what is my biggest motivation. Why do it illegally and know that I'm gonna go to jail when it might take a little bit longer, possibly, but I can have all that tenfold and it all lasts forever, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Rather than do like the bullshit or whatever and end up tricking yourself off and now everybody loses. I had to get that mindset going. So then when I got past the mindset like, oh, I'm in the streets, this and that, I was like, man, let me push this business. Let me do this. Then I just kind of had all this drive because I always wanted to do it, but I was doing it for the wrong thing. I was putting that energy into the wrong things. So then I started seeing if I put it into these things and it's getting me good outcome, it might open a lot more doors for me, which it has. Amazing opportunities for business and my career in music and everything. Like a lot of different stuff it opened. It gives me more and more motivation every day. I wake up like ready to make some music, ready to make some clothes, or ready to look for, you know, business ventures and stuff like that, bookings, and you know what I'm saying, find ways to become more proper in my business and the way I articulate myself and just everything, you know what I'm saying, how organized I am and yeah, just a lot of stuff like that. Like I don't know, it's like a process. I feel like being an entrepreneur, like it's a lot of up and downs. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, because you kind of got to roll with the punches. Because not in the beginning, not everything's always so great, and it don't always look so promising. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like you kind of just gotta stick with it. You gotta have motivation, and you kind of gotta stick with it. And I feel like me, like I said, being ambitious and consistent and stuff like that, played into why I'm such like I'm strong into it, and it helps me then as a person being a business person. So I don't know. I think that's a good answer right there. You know, fully loaded over here.
You got any final words, shout outs, or messages for the people? And then my next, it's just two questions in one. So I'm going to repeat it. You have any final words, shout outs, or messages for the people? And also, where can they follow you and support your work and the clothing or the brand?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we'll start with the music. Let's start with the music. All my platforms for my official music and then my quote unquote unofficial music is all A3ThaGritKing. 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 That's how you spell it on all platforms. You could I don't care what it is. You can type it in and you'll find my music on there. Like even the DJ programs that's in there. I have all my official license all stuff. So you can look me up on all platforms: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get your music from, you can get it. You'll find my music. And then for um, my clothing company, BMMS Prints. You can look up BMMS Prince on Instagram or Facebook, or just message me directly. And then for the Game Simple to get the merch, you can message BMMS Prince page because that's my official company, or you can message me directly about these if you just seen something I was wearing and like, hey, I want that, or what, how much can I get that for, whatever. You can do that too. But yeah, all inquiries are ran through the pages for pretty much by me directly or my people. And then for like TikTok and all that is A3ThaGritKing. I have a lot of different content on there. Like I'm doing conspiracy stuff over there, posting a lot of music snippets, real life stuff, you know what I'm saying, with like my family and all that, just kicking it, us doing funny stuff, like little skits and shit. And yeah, what else? What was it you said? That was my bad. Fully loaded over here.
No,
What's the
you
next?
good.
What's that shit?
I said any shout outs.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to the Game Simple. No bottom merch. Stay humble, keep being that nigga. Um, then on top of that, you know what I'm saying, I want to shout out to Muff Gang, you know what I'm saying, Easy, Mike the Don, you know, Kater Stoner, all them guys, KO, for a fact, KO, definitely. That's PPC, that's Easy, and Potts, and y'all say KO already. And then definitely want to get a shout out to Tulsa Rap News. You know what I'm saying? Share Cap, all them guys. You know what I'm saying? All the media. So I have ups and downs with them people, but you know they all around support me. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate we don't all put up some numbers. You know, for the town. So yeah, I appreciate everybody. Check me out. It's in the city.
Indeed, man. It's been a powerful conversation. Much respect to you for your grind and your growth and everything that you're building with your music and TGS. We're definitely looking forward to the next one. You know what I'm saying? So I want to give you a shout out and a salute. And make sure y'all go cop the merch.
Definitely. All types of crazy shit over there. There's even some stuff with some weed on it. If y'all like that weed plant stuff, y'all into that type of stuff, we got that over there too.
You know,
Yeah,
make sure y'all hitting that like button, man. Run this video up, man.
yeah, man. I fuck with my guy. What he got, that content is real. Like this is the content y'all need. This is the stuff that y'all literally need to open y'all eyes and, you know what I'm saying, teach y'all kids so they know the proper information. This stuff's real.
I
Tap
just
in
dropped
with
a
it.
video with the brother doing life plus 40 years for a crime he didn't do here locally in the town. And I had a lady reach out to me early today while I was at work. Her husband got 145 years for something he didn't do down here. And so I'm waiting on her to reach back out to me. And I'm going to try to get that interview coming, you know what I'm saying? But I want to be a voice for those who don't have a voice.
Yeah, that shit doesn't matter. It matters. That's good. That's great. Great stuff.
And so, yeah, I appreciate you for giving me your time. And we're going to run this motherfucker up, and we're going to get a part two.
For sure. You already know. Every time you call me, you know I'm going to come
And
fuck
we're
with
going
you.
to talk about them shows you've been doing, so we're going to make sure we get that part two in.
Yeah, definitely. Big on. There's been some crazy shows we can talk about. I ain't gonna lie, like some key moments that like they were definitely life changing for me to make me like, yeah, I'm sticking with this. This is like it. This is for it. This is how I'm living. So,
Hey, I appreciate you.
definitely. And wait till the next video.
It's coming soon. Boom, boom.